Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you've missed me because I have surely missed you. And how do you like my intro? I spent like an hour working on it on Sunday and I really hope it's good. If it's not, then you're the problem. I'm not the problem. I worked on it for an hour, you know. Anyway, I usually change my intros because I just feel like there's so much editing skills to be explored, and I always want to incorporate them in my videos. So yeah, today we're talking about beauty standards and I think it's going to be a long video. So sit back, grab your popcorns and get ready to learn or relearn. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just do the video. So what is a beauty standard? According to Google, beauty standards are often defined in terms of hairstyles, skin color, and body size. The measures involved in having to live up to these standards are often risky in nature. For decades, what is seen as beautiful is centered around a woman's weight and size. Today, that standard is often defined as being thin. But did you know that throughout history, there have been different types of standards of beauty in regards of body weight of women? And I don't know why it's mostly usually how a woman looks like and everything is just woman, 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 woman. But yeah, even men are affected by this. But today we are going to talk about the woman's side. So let us explore the kinds of beauty standards that were there from the ancient Egypt to postmodern beauty. So the information I'm about to give you guys is from Science of the People, and there's actually a video about it on the evolution of body types. So in ancient Egypt, in this era, the ideal woman is described as slender, narrow shoulders, high waist, symmetrical face. In ancient Egypt, women were encouraged in their independence and beauty. Ancient Egyptian society promoted a sex-positive environment where premarital sex was entirely acceptable and women could divorce their husbands without shame. Where? Okay, in ancient Greece, I'm sorry. During this time period, the ideal woman was plump, full-bodied, light-skinned. Okay, I'd actually survive in this era because of the plump and the full-bodied one, but the light-skinned, that's a minus for me. In ancient Greece, ancient Greece worshipped the male form, going so far as to proclaim that women's bodies were disfigured versions of men's. What? In this time period, men faced a much higher standard of beauty and perfection than women. Okay, that's a first. Han Dynasty. In this period, the ideal woman had slim waist, pale skin, large eyes, small feet. Small feet is one aspect of Chinese beauty that has continued for hundreds of years. Yeah, this is actually true about the small feet, but I actually read a book when I was in high school and it was about this lady. I'm not really sure what the title was, but it was talking about how children were forced to wear shoes like a size or two smaller so that the feet can I don't know, become small, or I don't know the science behind that, but I really thought it was weird. During the Han Dynasty, Chinese culture favored slim women with long black hair, white teeth, and red lips. Historically, the Chinese people have favored women with ultra femininity. My tomboy self would never survive there. Postmodern beauty. Our current beauty standards for women include, so this is ours, 2000s to today. Let us see. Flat stomach, fail for me. Healthy skin, fail for me. Large breast, plus butt, oh no. Thigh gap, oh yes. Kim Kardashian, as unfortunate as it may be, is the poster woman of ideal beauty standards for the modern woman. Women are expected to be skinny but not too skinny, with large breasts and a big butt, all while maintaining a flat stomach. Have you heard that? You're expected to be skinny but not too skinny, with large breasts and a big butt, all while maintaining a flat stomach. Are you people paying us to achieve this body standard? Women increasingly are seeking plastic surgery fixes to achieve this look. Maybe that's why so many people want to get into cosmetic surgery, because like, eish, the amount of money people pay for plastic surgeries. Anyway, that was the evolution of the body types throughout history. So far, we haven't seen a lot of African representation in that evolution of the body types, but there was ancient Egypt, but I really wanted for Kenya, and when I was doing my research, there wasn't enough information about Kenya's body standards from way back up to date. So I wasn't sure if like having this gap in my teeth, the mwanya, if it's a beauty standard or not. Having dimples, I don't know. But for sure, from way back when I was a little girl, I just knew that light skinness was kind of a beauty standard in Kenya. Like there is colorism, whether we want to accept it or not. And this is mainly seen in the TV industry. I haven't watched, to be honest, I haven't watched a lot of Kenyan movies because I was always into more sci-fi kind of action stuff, and I think for Kenya was more like the drama part, not that drama ya kienyeji, but anyway, you understand what I'm trying to say. I was into sci-fi more. And for the few movies that I've watched, apart from the repetition of the same actors and actresses, I mostly noticed that most of the leads were light-skinned, which is not a problem because these people are talented, but it is a problem in that why would there not be any representation of someone with a darker skin as the lead? But nowadays I'm trying to see at least, maybe not dark, but ka representation kamzuri kama kina Kate actress and that girl from Sincerely Daisy. When did that Netflix show premiere? That Sincerely Daisy. I just know it has Foy, but I can't remember the name of the lead. And then we have Yasmin for, was it Maria? Yeah, kina Selena, yeah. At least nowadays they're coming up, but it used to be an issue. And how you know it's an issue? Just a few weeks ago, my mom and I were walking, where was it? Was it in River Road? Yes. We were walking in River Road, and these two shops, they were selling those creams, the lightening creams. They were like pulling us to go and buy it by force. Like, are they saying that we are too dark? And my mom is not even dark. I'm darker than my mom, and my mom is not dark. She's light. Not light, but at least light. And we were being pulled to go and buy those two creams. I'm going to read you an article by Kang Chun Cheng. Sijui kama ni Chinese, but he published an article on August 11th of 2021, and let me just read it for you guys. So the article states, deep within Nairobi's Central Business District, CBD, wait, that's the full name of CBD. Sikwaijua. Central Business District, okay. On River Road, countless stalls hawking wigs and beauty products overwhelm the senses. Mafuta, mafuta, the shopkeepers call out to you, which means oil in Kiswahili. Upon entering the maze of shops, a staggering assortment of facial creams and serums with labels ranging from French to Arabic emerges. The models on the boxes and bottles are all light-skinned, many with blue eyes and blonde hair. Sasa walikuwa ndaka ukipaka mafuta unakuwa na nywele mrefu ya blonde na macho ya blue. Honestly, I'm sorry. Despite government bans on skin lightening products and a glowing global movement to embrace one's natural beauty, from nappy hair, natural and chemical-free, to dark skin, the covert business of lightening skin color thrives all the same. So another way to tell that the lighter skin is actually preferred more than the darker skin is in our celebrities, our socialites, our musicians, and our actresses. Not all of them, but some of them. There is actually a list compiled in Google by a number of people and I don't want to mention their names, but I'll just mention the obvious one, who has actually even talked about it, Vera Sidika. Vera Sidika is a TV personality, a business lady, and she's just a queen boss. And I wanted to talk about her interview with Larry Madowo on June 6th of 2014, where she says, Vera Sidika openly talked about the skin lightening procedure she had just undergone. In her own words, she says, "Looking good is my business. My body is my business, nobody else's but mine." The socialite further disclosed that she underwent the skin lightening procedure in the UK and suggested it cost somewhere in the region of cash 15 million. How many hot dogs can I buy from Quickmart with 15 million? Vera claimed she had seen an increase in demand for her services after the bleaching procedure. You see, it's the system that is crooked. It's not the individual, but the system that is crooked. Because I can just imagine an 18-year-old girl who's maybe like my shade or darker than me and wants to, like, I don't know, video vixen or just be a socialite, and she's just convinced that the only way to make it is by changing how she originally looks like, which is really, really sad. But it's okay, because it's not okay, I'm sorry. It's not okay, it's not. We African ladies have beautiful skin, regardless of whether it is dark or light. It's beautiful, or in between there. It's beautiful, whatever shade you come in. We are all beautiful. Like, we are the blueprint of humanity, if you didn't know. We are beautiful, so don't let anyone ever bring you down because of how you look. Sweetheart, you are beautiful. Get that from me. Another person I would like to talk about is Elsa Majimbo. She's a 21-year-old comedian who happened to break into the Western market, if I might say so myself. And it's really good to see her shining, and especially at her young age, 21, she's really young. And it's good that she's enjoying herself. And she also faced that issue of colorism, and she talked about it in her interview with Naomi, titled "No Filter," with Naomi Campbell. And here's what she had to say about that issue. "Here, it's a place where there is a lot of colorism. Lighter skinned people are given more opportunities and are made to feel like they can succeed more. It happens all the time, and I was made to feel just because I was darker, I was maybe less pretty, I had fewer chances of succeeding," she said. After that interview, she did stir up a conversation within Kenyans, some of them agreeing and some of them totally disagreeing, saying that it isn't about colorism, but it's more of her content wasn't maybe favorable to them. But then again, we can't really say that there is no colorism, because if someone that young, because by the time she broke out, maybe I think she was 19, I'm not sure, but to have that kind of feeling that in your own land you aren't considered beautiful is really just a shame. And let me read for you some of these comments which I found on Twitter. "You'll need to remember that what you see on your timeline is totally different from what someone else sees. So just because you've never seen Elsa receiving hate based on her skin color doesn't mean it didn't happen. Maybe it just didn't happen on your timeline." And then another one who disagreed said, "Elsa, like many upcoming celebs, take internet too seriously. Sometimes we just bored, man." Another one said, "Colorism has always existed in Kenya. Light-skinned women are given more opportunities than their dark-skinned counterparts. Elsa Majimbo is saying the truth. Even Yvonne Okwara talked about media industry being like that. It needs to stop." So whether or not it was about her content or not, it still doesn't hide the fact that colorism is an issue in Kenya. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about Lupita. Are you clapping? I'm waiting for you to clap. If you didn't clap, remember the Lord is watching you. Anyway, she talks about colorism. She also experienced it in Kenya too. Here's what she said. I definitely grew up feeling uncomfortable with my skin color because I felt like the world around me awarded lighter skinned, and her younger sister whose skin was lighter was called beautiful and pretty. So self-consciously that translates into I am not worthy. Another body standard that I think is in Kenya is the kind of body type. Like, to be honest, the size 8 kind of ladies are considered to be more attractive than maybe someone who's skinnier with a small bum and smaller breast, or someone who's overweight. I was a bit skeptical on adding that body ideal issue because sometimes I feel like it's on a personal level. Why is it on a personal level? Because it's dependent on how you feel in your own skin. Because I've seen people with different body types than the culturally desired one, breaking stereotypes and just being confident in their own skin. But then there's always the body shamers. I don't know why people will just sit down and mock how you look as if they don't have a ton of problems, but body shaming is real. And where do all these beauty standards even come from? Like, why do we force ourselves to look and think like in a certain way? Why not discard it all at once? Why would a lady in campus who doesn't have money, or that one in high school who's not even old enough to use makeup, spend each and every cent they have on buying expensive, what's it called, this trimming pills? I don't know what they're called, but there's apparently some medicine you take that reduces some fats. I don't know. And also makeup. Like, okay, people look good in makeup for sure, but then it's reached a point where like someone is not even comfortable enough to walk outside of their house without putting on makeup. And then the worst part about it is when you're using makeup too much, or when you're using filters too much, that day that you'll sit in front of the mirror and realize that the face that your real natural face and the one that you've cultivated in people's minds are different, you will get a rude awakening. But then again, I can't really 100% blame them, because self-love is really sometimes a hard thing to achieve for some people. Because I don't know, is it because we are seeking validation from our reflection in the mirror, or are we trying to look like the influencers that we see on Instagram and other social platforms? Or in some cases, are we just kind of controlled by the male gaze? The male gaze is real, and if you liked this video, I can do a whole research about the male gaze and how it is influencing some of the beauty standards that we are seeing out here. So as we come to the end of this video, I just wanted to remind you guys that I am a gospel artist, and if you didn't know, I have a song called God Gave Me You. It's on my YouTube, my music YouTube channel called Amanda Riti. You can go there, watch, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. And also the same song is available on all streaming platforms. Wait, I wanted to say Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Boomplay, and what have you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.